Alright, hello and welcome back to the Bob Cave. I'm back at it, continuing my WWE 2K25 Universe mode, and we are in the Ruthless Aggression era. Yes, you got that right. We're back at it live. Getting ready to play episode 33. Let's get into it. We're going to play WWE Raw, episode number 533, from August the 11th, 2003. Let's get into it. Our first matchup here is a mixed tag matchup. We have Rico and Jackie Gata taking on Scott Steiner and Stacy Keibler. And Rico and Jackie are going to get the win. Match 2. Once this one's over, okay. We got the Dudley Boys taking on La Resistance. And the Dudleys are going to win this one by DQ. Match number 3, we are going to play this one. The Intercontinental title is on the line as Christian defends the title against Spike Dudley. Here we go. Let's get into it. Let's play this one. Christian plans on retaining the title for all his peeps out there. Here we go. Christian and Spike one-on-one. I think basically his SmackDown power living down the line. Another win. Dragon's going to whip by Spike. Springboard moonsault, nobody home. Christian now taking control. Kick to the head by Spike, nice counter. Christian driving him back to the ropes, and a big right hand by Christian Cage. Excuse me, by Christian. Nick Cage, Christian now making some shots. Counter there by Spike. Spike looking for a springboard. Missed it. Nobody home on that one. Spike again being taken back to the rope. Christian with another cheap shot. Counter by Spike. Off the ropes. A duck by Spike. A leapfrog. And a big right. Christian kicking out, not even a 1 count. Springboard, Superman, nobody home. Christian, and drop kick. Forearm by Christian. Christian hooking him, belly belly. Wrapping the arms, missed the elbow. And Spike now gonna drive Christian back to the rope. Clean break there by Dudley. And counter by Christian. Christian setting him up, gut busted. And a kick to the lower back. Irish whip by Christian off the ropes. Looking for a belly and Spike with a counter. Drop kick by Christian. Counter again by Spike. Christian counter. Elbows to the gut. Spike counters. Missed the drop kick. Christian sidestepped him. Both his men countering. Christian. Head scissors and a beauty. And Spike rolling to the floor. Christian crossbody to the floor. A poncho to the outside. And the Intercontinental Champion looking to take advantage now of little Spike Dudley out on the floor, setting him up. Going for a vertical suplex on Spike. Counters out the back. Spike with a German suplex, a German release. And Spike throwing Christian back into the ring. Spike wants him up. Springboard kick there. From the apron. Not even a 1. Christian out of it. Off the ropes. Got the Superman punch. Nailed him. Christian kicking out. Christian with the counter now. Elbow. Multiple elbows to the midsection. Christian pulling him back into a kitchen sink. Christian now set him up. There you go. The spinning reverse DDT. Could be enough. From the middle rope. The cover 1, 2, and now a Spike kicking out. Little Spike Dudley, heart of a champion here. Big jab by Spike. Into the corner he goes. Here we go, Dudley Dog. Got it. Already had it. Christian kicking out of the Dudley Dog. He is cut though. And here he goes, Spike hammer away, clubbing blows to the chest. Spike is unloading. Intercontinental title is on the line here. And Spike fighting for everything he's got. Christian went for it from behind. A big boot to the face, that might be enough. Oh, he countered, and Spike countered right back. Christian, middle rope, spinning off with that back elbow. Needed a gut. Head scissors again though. Spike, uppercut. And a knee smash. Spike jawbreaker. Christian from behind, countered. Forearm to the back by Spike. Spike with an Irish whip. Christian, big right hand. Christian, small package. 1, 2, 3, got it. He just beat Spike. Wrestling Messiah, what's up? Christian getting the win with a small package, I'll take it. Captain Charisma getting the 1, 2, 3, successfully retaining the Intercontinental title. Hard fought victory. I think we were at a 3.5 star there. Christian getting the dub, even after the laceration on his head. Shit balls. Alright. Alright, 3.5. I was right. Alright, on to the next one. Alright, after this match, we got the Raw General Manager, Eric Bischoff, taking on Kane. Kane's gonna lift him up for a choke slam, but Bischoff is gonna get the win by count out in this one. Yeah, you heard that right. Match number 5, we got the women's title on the line as Molly Holly defends it against Trish Stratus and Gail Kim. And Molly Holly is gonna retain the title here. Alright, match number 6, we're going to play this one. We're going to play it as the Hurricane, baby. Stand back. There's a hurricane coming through. Hurricane taking on Rodney Mack. Rodney Mack, of course, with his manager, Teddy Long. And Hurricane, not wasting a moment. Going right after the Mack. A little shuffle side kick action there by Hurricane. Hurricane now, like I said, unloading on Rodney Mack. Mack with a running shoulder block. Off the ropes now, Rodney. Elbow drop. Nobody home on that one. Hurricane from behind. The beautiful Saito suplex there. Clothesline. Countered though. Nailed with the shoulder block instead. A deadlift by Mac into a running power slam with awesome strength connected on that move. And Mac wants him up. Nice counter there by the Hurricane. Counter by Mac. Dragon screw leg whip. And Mac now gonna stomp the tricep of the Hurricane. Thinking big elbow, not today. Hurricane out of the way, running clothesline. Hurricane now setting him up. Beautiful neck breaker. Going for a pin immediately. Nice maneuver by Hurricane. 1, 2. Hurricane kicking out. Hurricane now stomping the arm and headed up top. The Hurricane wants him up. He wants Mac back on his feet. Hurricane looking to fly, missed the cross body. Ate the knee to the face though. And naturally outside, climbing up top. Mac with the flying elbow drop, he caught him. Thought he might have been too far away on that one. Hurricane sidesteps him though. Off the ropes. Mac, double arm suplex, now a tiger bomb. What a move, dropping the Hurricane. Hurricane sidestepping, the double axe handle. Forearm to the back. Another Saito attempt, no. Mac out of the way. Big right hand, the back club. Going to work on the Hurricane, breaking him down. Missed it. Hurricane, beautiful German suplex. Hurricane headed back up top. Paid for it there. Mac making him pay. Missed again. German again. Hurricane back up. Flying head scissors. Double axe, not today. Off the rope. Caught him. Belly to belly. Mac caught that belly to belly. That might be enough. Hurricane kicking out. Staying back. Mac, crossface. No, armbar. He's hooking that Hurricane fighting out of it. Nice head scissors there by the Hurricane. Hurricane. The Hurricane got it. Going for a pin on Mac. 1, 2, and Mac kicked out. Here we go, vertical breaker. Got it. Hurricane nailed the vertical breaker. Here's the pin. 1, 2, no! Rodney Mac again. Hurricane with a flying body splash. From the top rope. 1, 2, no! Leg drop from the middle rope. Hurricane busting out all the flying maneuvers you could think of. 1, 2, oh, thought it was a 3, not quite. Hurricane now having away some big right hand. Just split onto Mac. One more time with those ropes. Give him a good move. Mac Going outside the ring. Back in. Double match. Hurricane. Back up top. Crossbody from the top. The flying crossbody connected. Here's the pin. 1, 2, no! Once again, Matt kicking out. Hurricane one more time with the vertebraker. Got it. 1, 2, 3. Good night, Hurricane. Whew. Hurricane with the win in a hardball contest there. Stand back. There's a hurricane coming through. Alright, Hurricane with the win over Rodney Mack, the Knox Militant. Alright, 3.5 star. Let's exit here. We're going to sim the main event. Goldberg taking on Ric Flair. Randy Orton of Evolution as the guest referee. There's no DQ and no count out in this match. Goldberg is going to surprisingly get the win here. With the odds stacked against him, should I say. Alright. Let's head over to NWA TNA now. We're going to set this show up and then we're going to play a match on here. Hey Dusty, as we do though, I want to thank you guys as always for joining me here in the Bob Cave. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting on all my social media platforms. If you haven't done so already, down below is where you're going to find me, the B.O.B. baby. You already know. Alright, on to NWA TNA. We're going to play one match on this show, and then we're going to go into SmackDown and play 2. Oh yeah, Dust. I hear you, buddy. Alright. Speaking of Dust, we're going to have a little Dust Rolls action here, baby. Alright. Starting off, we got a 6-man tag. I don't think we have everyone. Well, I know we don't have everyone, but 3-on-3. And that Jared is sick, man. Alright. We got 3 live crew. Ron Killings. K-Dog. And the Road Diggity Dog. PG James. Where's he at? Do I not have him on the roster? I know I gotta have Road Dog on here. Come on. Alright, hold on. We'll be right back. I got them in a stable. How's he not on the show? My apologies, guys, for that delay. Let's just get him on here real quick. The Road Diggity Dog, baby. Alright, back with 3 live crew. Let me make sure we have them together. Alright, we got that right. Yeah, let's just make sure he's part of the team here. Okay, get it, got it, good. Great, okay. Alright, custom match. First one's gonna be a tag. 6-man tag. 3 live crew. Alright, Conan. Truth. And the Road Diggity Dog. And they're taking on the Vampire Warrior, Crowbar, Devon Storm, and who was the other one? Sin. So Sin is the only one we have right now. So we're just gonna do Sin. We'll throw strong spears in there. Tony D'Angelo, that works for me. Perfect. Excellent. Okay, like I said, we don't have, well, I didn't say it in this, but we don't have all the talent always, so sometimes we improvise and use some main roster talent or NXT talent from modern day. We use them as enhancement guys, we lowered our overall, and have some fun. Alright, no offense to them, but hey, I'm doing this specific period, so. Alright, our next one here, we got Jerry Lynn. He's taking on Prime Time Elite Skipper. This fucking beautiful creation here. Gotta love it. Alright, next up we got a #1 contender X Division title matchup. Michael Shane here taking on Kazarian, Frankie Kazarian. Alright, Michael Shane, Kazarian. Then we got Kid Cash in action. Cash has been taking on nothing but legends as of late. And who's he got tonight? Shit, I did not put that person on the roster. I don't even know if I did download one. I think I did. Hold on. Let's hope I did. If not, we're going to call an audible. I did not. Okay, damn it. You know what? We're gonna go get them real quick. It's fine. We're gonna stay here. Just bear with me. Alright. Yep, just passed it. Okay. On the fly, quick creation search during the universe mode. I do apologize. Alright, no, I did not look for this person yet. I'm surprised. Okay. Well, once you see the name, you'll know who it is, so it doesn't really matter. But the man is beautiful, let's say that. I don't even know why I'm so pressed on getting him. It's just because it is beautiful, Bobby, goddammit, but we're just gonna sim that match anyway, but gotta get him, gotta get him. I mean, Star Earl looks really good right there. Here's that created by Legend Commissioner. I mean, see, when you got the picture there, you could be eluding me, making me think it's something good. Yeah, see, that don't look bad, but it ain't screaming Bobby Eaton to me. That's dead on. Great job there. As a member of the Blue Bloods. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have. Shouldn't have wasted my damn time trying to look. That's sad, kind of. Okay, we'll just get this one. A little upset. A little disappointing there. But it is what it is. Let's add him to TNA, and that's who Kid Cash will be fighting in that matchup. And as I said, I do apologize for having to call that audible and have to go run and grab him real quick, but I like to kind of keep it as accurate as I can. For the most part. Alright, load his ass, goddamn it, come on. We're about to back out here, get back into universe mode, and put Bobby Eaton on TNA. Shit, too far, too far. Too many times. Alright, back into it. Like I said, my apologies there. Excuse me, let me just have Bobby eating a TNA. And we'll continue where we left off. Alright. Let's do it. Alright, set it back up. Let's edit matches. Perfect. We got a one-on-one match up here. Kid Cash taking on Bobby Eaton. Alright. Alright, then we got Raven and Shane Douglas here next up. Alright, two former ECW World Champions going at it in that matchup. Then we got a big six-man tag. With another legend making his way back to the roster, baby. Talking about the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. Along with the Wildcat Chris Harris. And the Cowboy James Storm. Alright, and I'll be taking on Glenn Gilberti. Supposed to be Johnny Swinger and Simon Diamond. We do not have either one of those gentlemen, so we were going to do what? Wolfgang? And his partner here. We have his partner on the roster. Can't even remember. Don't even really remember who his partner is, but we'll keep looking. See if we can get someone up in here. Yeah, I don't think I added his partner to the roster. Gotta get rid of Larry Zbyszko too here. Alright, let's just go with, yeah, let's go with Tyler Bate. Alright, and in the main event, AJ Styles is defending the NWA World Heavyweight title against Low Key. Alright. Big time main event. Oh, gotta put the title on line. Forgot all about it. There we go. Alright, NWA TNA World Heavyweight title on the line. Alright, we're gonna play that big six-man tag with the American Dream, baby, Dusty Rhodes, teaming up with America's Most Wanted. Taking on the man formerly known as the Disco Inferno. Alright, let's start the show. Alright, this is NWA TNA episode number 58 from August the 13th, 2003. Our first matchup, we got a six-man tag with three live crew. Ron Killings, BG James, and Conan taking on the Vampire Warrior, Devin Storm, and Sin. And three live crew are gonna get the win. Alright, next up we got Jerry Lynn taking on Elite Skipper Primetime against Jerry Lynn. And Jerry Lynn is gonna get the dub here. Match 3, we got a number 1 contenders match up for the X Division title, and Kaz is gonna win it. Match number 4, we got Kid Cash taking on another legend this week. He is taking on beautiful Bobby Eaton, and Kid Cash is going to get the win. Then our next matchup here, we got Raven taking on the franchise Shane Douglas. As I said earlier, 2 former ECW World Heavyweight Champions going at it here. Raven's going to get the dub here. He's going to beat him. Raven getting the win over Shane Douglas. Here we go. Next one up, we got a big 6-man tag. We got the American Dream, AMW, and they're taking on Glenn Gilberti, Tyler Bate, and Wolfgang. Alright, here we go. James Storm starting off against Glenn Gilberti. Gilberti, of course, the disco dancing fool, if you will. They're going to be taken seriously here in the NWA campaign. James Storm on there with some attacks now on him. Stomping away on the arm. I'm attacking to the American Dream, baby. That's who we want in. That's who's coming in. I'm coming in here hot. Oh my, got him with that front row DDT. Who the hell you think you hitting, son? The Dream counters, the Dream duck. And a Dream with the big right hand. On Glenn Gilberti. As I said, should be Simon Diamond and Johnny Swinger in this matchup, but we do not have either one of those cats. Counter there. Dusty Rhodes with a counter. Looking to take out Bate. Not today. James Storman. Head says there's on Gilberti. And the Cowboy going to work. Swinging him out. And dropping him down. And Dusty eating a jawbreaker. The American Dream. Firing back. Big forearm. Nice counter there by the American Dream. Dusty Rhodes. Irish whip counter. Throw it into the corner. Here we go. Double team move now. AMW. James Storm in the ring. Kick to the gut. Float over. Nail on the DDT. The Wildcat in. The Wildcat with the Bulldog. James Storm working him over. Shot to the leg. And forearm by Storm. Storm head systems to go. Jumping knee drop, nobody home. Multiple strikes now by Disco. And Storm firing back with some of his own big right hand. Neckbreaker there by Disco. And a tag in. Wolfgang is tagged in. And the Wildcat tagged in. Harris running clothesline. And a fist drop. Elbow to the head. Here we go to Wildcat. We'll just dissect them Wolfgang right now. Elbow drop again. Harris setting him up. No. Wolfgang with the counter. Pulls him back into a short arm. Working the leg. Into the corner he goes. Here we go. Double team move now. Tyler Bate in. Wolfgang. Irish whip. Double. Back body drop. Bate off the rope. Looking for a flipping senton. Nobody home. Oh, caught him with that cartwheel kick there. And the Wildcat back on his feet. Elbow to the gut. Harris. Nelson Slam. Wildcat now on the full Nelson slam, and here we go. DDT. Wildcat measures up, just drops the split open bait. Counter by bait. Going right into him. To no avail. The head scissors there, caught him. Not even a one. Thinking sidewall slam, the Wildcat sidestepping him. Caught him with the knee. And here we go, swing bottom. No, into a suplex. Got strength out of Wildcat. Thought he was going for a pull away. Ended up tossing him up into a vertical suplex. What awesome strength by Chris Harris. Harris now blocking that classic clutch. But not for long. The Wildcat fight now. A barrage of strikes now by Tyler Bate. Bate taking him over to the corner. Face first into the turnbuckle. And Bate tying him up to the trio blow. Harris with the counter. Harris with a shot. And a counter by Bate. Bate with the scissors. And Harris making the hot tag into the American Dream, baby. Nobody home for Bate. Counter. He's hoisting up the Dream, moving a slam. Tagging the Wolfgang. Wolfgang with an Irish whip on the Dream. Not today, a bionic elbow for you, son. The Dream fighting out of it, multiple elbows to the head. Needed a gut. Wolfgang sidesteps. The Dream with an atomic drop. Metronome pin drop. And a counter by Wolfgang. Single leg takedown. Dream shot to the gut. The American Dream setting him up, scooping the slam. Metronome driving the elbow right in the chest. Could be it for Wolfgang. There's a pin by the Dream. One. Oh! Bate in to make the save. The Dream hit with the clothesline. In comes the Wildcat. American Dream, atomic drop. The quick drop once more. Shoulder block there. Taking him down. In comes the Wildcat. Eating some strikes right away. The Dream, big right hand. Snapmare. And a quick knee drop. Drop to the back. The Dream is just relentless in his attack. Another measured fist drop. He's trying to get so good like a monkey, baby. Get on up here, Wolfgang. I got something for you, son. Here we go. Sonic elbows. And a big one. See you later, babe. See you later, Disco. Here we go, here's the pin. Storm with that spine buster on Bate on the floor. Disco with the counter. Storm was setting him up. On the outside and Bate has to get involved. The Dream. Here we go, ass scoop. And the slam once again. Hitting the ropes. Bottom elbow. The American Dream and AMW get the win. Alright, AMW and the American Dream, they got Dusty Rhodes getting the victory here. Alright, after this matchup, 4-star matchup, I'll gladly take that every day of the week. Alright, we got the main event for the NWA World Heavyweight title. Low-key challenging the champion AJ Styles, and of course, AJ Styles here is going to get the win. He is going to retain the NWA World Heavyweight title. Alright, that being said, we're going to get ready to set up SmackDown, but before we do, we are going to take a brief intermission. We're going to play 2 matches, of course, on SmackDown, as you guys may or may not know. But I'll be right back. We'll set it up, we'll play 2, and that'll be the show. Go ahead, get up, take a bathroom break, stretch your legs, take a smoke, get a snack, do whatever you gotta do, but come right back here, Jack. I will be right back. Like I said, SmackDown, and then we out, Chico. Let's go head over to it now. Yeah, I'm fresh out of my whoop ass juice, son. My ice cold Pepsi. Alright, there we go. On to SmackDown. Alright, guys, be right back. Alright, we back, Jack. Alright, let's open this can of whoop ass and set this show up. Alright. Alright, our first match is going to be a tag team matchup for the titles here. We got Billy Kidman and Rey Mysterio taking on the world's greatest tag team, Charlie Haas and Shelton Benjamin. Alright, next up we got Danny Basham in action. Danny Basham with Doug and Shaniqua. Okay. Taking on Billy Gunn. Billy Gunn with Tori Wilson. Alright. Next up, we got The Undertaker taking on The Big Show. Okay. Rhino versus Tajiri is up next. Alright. Zach Allen versus John Cena. Okay. Then we got Brock Lesnar versus Spanky, Brian Kendrick. I'm looking for Spanky. We need Brian Kendrick. Alright. Perfect. Okay, then the main event, we got A-Train in action. Boy, this one's just so wrong. A-Train versus Stephanie McMahon. Alright. That's going to be the main event for this show. Let's get into it. Let's start it. We're going to... But before we do, I want to take this time to thank all you community creators out there, past, present, and future, then, now, and forever. Cannot do this without you guys, and cannot thank you guys enough for all your creations. Here we go. Let's do it. This WWE SmackDown from August 14th, 2003, from the Savvy Center in St. Louis, Missouri. Let's start it off. Let's start the show. Mr. McMahon is in the ring. He comes out and introduces the real Brock Lesnar. WWE Champion Kurt Angle stopped being my friend at Vengeance when he took the title from me. Mr. McMahon says Kurt will face Brock at SummerSlam. And SmackDown GM Stephanie interrupts and says, "You're nothing." Brock stops Steph from slapping Vince. "I'll show you physical abuse. You take on A-Train tonight." So Vince making his daughter compete against A-Train. Match number 1, we got the WWE Tag Team Championship on the line. This is a Vengeance rematch. We got Billy Kidman along with Rey Mysterio, the Cruiserweight Champion, taking on the world's greatest tag team, the Tag Team Champions right now. The WWE Tag Team Champions Haas and Benjamin are going to retain. Haas actually got the pin on Rey after Shelton hit him with the title. Alright, next up we got Danny Basham along with Doug taking Doug and Shaniqua, and he's taking on Billy Gunn along with Tori Wilson. Let's get into it. We are going to play this one, and we are going to play this one as Danny Basham as he takes on Billy Gunn. Alright, here we go. Basham now, shoving off Billy. Running close, taking him down. Danny Basham trying to go to work. Counter there by Billy Gunn, dragging screw legs up. Nice counter by Basham. No bites to the bridge, looking for a pin. Could be a rope break, his foot was on the road, but Corey did not see it. Corey hopping up in the apron and hopping back down, closing best of it at this moment. Big right hand by Basham. Danny Irish sweep on out. Corey outside the ring. Double on with a clothesline. Nice move. Sliding in and sliding back out. Well, sliding out and sliding back in, should I say. Basham now stomping the arm. From the middle rope. Basham connecting with a flying fist drop. And Danny Basham looking to take advantage now, looking to get a win over Billy Gunn. Billy Gunn with a small package. A kick out by Danny. Billy set him up. What's he going for here? Variation of the foot rack. Danny some big rope. Face first into the corner, yes. And Billy's fired up. Billy Irish quick counter. Billy gonna pull him back in. Billy throwing Danny to the floor. All the way outside to the floor. Danny outside trying to recover as Doug looks on. Billy trying to take control. Oh, DDT by Danny. Referee out position. Here's the cover. Just the one. Billy, Irish whip, throwing him over the top rope. Counter there by Danny. Billy with some shots here. Billy set him up. Billy with the jackhammer. And a kick out by Billy Gunn. By Danny Basham. Gunn headed up top. Gunn with a flying knee drop connecting. And going for a pin. Not enough, Billy Gunn. Thought he had him. He would think of famouser. Danny hooking him. Powerbomb. Danny's that running clothesline. Might be enough to defeat him. Turn Billy inside out too, and neck breaker by Gunn. Corey getting out of the way. Danny thrown back into the ring. Gunn following him back in. And Gunn setting him up. Knee smash by Billy. Counter by Danny. And Danny unloaded with some shots. Billy with the counter again. Billy hoisting him up. No, Danny fighting out of it. Danny taking him down with that choke. Danny hitting the ropes. Big left. Billy looking to finish him. Danny with that clothesline again. Rocking Billy with it. 1, 2. Oh! Danny thought he had it. Danny now. DDT again. DDT on Billy. That might be at 1, 2, 3. And Danny passed him with a huge upset. The way it actually happened was we got a little switcheroo here. Doug came in and took the pin. And got the win for Danny. So there you go. Danny bashed him with the win over Billy Gunn. That was at least a 4-star. Yes, it was. Okay, 4-star matchup for Basham and Gunn. Heading into the next one. But before we do, Shaniqua is Shelton in drag, says Bradshaw, and Ron wants to reopen the agency. Big Show leaves Mr. McMahon's office, and we get match number 3, in which the Big Show is taking on the Undertaker, and Big Show is going to win this match by countout after A-Train comes out and knocks out the Undertaker with a 2x4. U.S. Champion Eddie Guerrero and Chris Benoit join the announcers table before the 4th matchup with Tajiri and Rhino. And that match we are going to play. And we are going to play this one as the Japanese Buzzsaw Tajiri. Here we go. Tajiri and Rhino. Oh, alright, I was about to say that. Pick Tajiri. Tajiri at the forearm to the back. Schoolboy. A bridge by Tajiri. Turning it into a backslide. Wheel pick. Japanese Buzzsaw unloading, standing moonsault. Going for a pin. Rhino absorbing some punishment thus far. Irish whip now into the corner. Rhino with a spear into the corner. A running shoulder thrust, if you will. And now Rhino is stomping away on the Buzzsaw Tajiri. Tajiri with a running attack and a side kick to the face. Tajiri going for a cover on Rhino. By Rhino. And Tajiri staying on top of multiple kicks to the head and a big one. Running double axe by Tajiri. Kick to the back again. Standing moonsault once more. Tajiri in control. Dragon sword like this. Tajiri taking advantage now of Rhino. And Tajiri here pandering to this crowd. Live in St. Louis, and Tajiri with a rope flip all the way to the floor, taking out Rhino. As Eddie Guerrero and Chris Benoit look on. Tajiri now headed up top, throwing Rhino back in the ring. Tajiri moonsault, nobody found Rhino out of the way. Rhino managed to sidestep out of the way, and a toss up by Rhino, driving Tajiri down. Tajiri with the counter. Elbow strikes to the gut. Tajiri went for that high kick, nobody home. Off the ropes. Rhino with the duck. Duck and a spine buster. Beautiful maneuver. Way to follow through by Rhino. Rhino now Irish whip off the ropes. Tajiri, oh. Tajiri counter. He was thinking gore. Tajiri counter. Caught him with the knee to the face. And Tajiri setting him up. Brainbuster perhaps. Yes! Would that be enough? Rhino driven down that brainbuster. 1, 2. And that kicked out at 2. Tajiri with that great counter to the Gore. Fought him with that high knee. Shoulder block now by Rhino. Rhino up top. Rhino to flying headbutt connected. And Tajiri's in trouble right now. Neck voice locked in by Rhino, the War Machine. Multiple mat slams. And neck voice now locked in. Rhino waiting for Tajiri to get up. Tajiri, nice counter. Tajiri setting him up, jumping armbar, arm breaker, and an armbar locked in. Knee drop to the back. Down the arm. Tajiri just all over Rhino right now. Kicks to the head. Tajiri up top. Tajiri! Double foot stomp. He connected. Jumping knee drop, nobody home. Small package by Rhino. Tajiri kicking out. Rhino with the clothesline. Another one. And another. Rhino knocking him back into the corner. Oh my, he nailed it. He gored him in the corner. Tajiri's out on his feet. Oh, Tajiri caught him that time. DDT. Tajiri nailed the kick. Would that be enough? The kick to the head. Oh. Rhino. Somehow, someway getting out of it. And here we go. Tajiri set him up again. Brainbuster. Got it. Would that be enough? Referee, come on. 1, 2, 3. Tajiri with the win. So Tajiri actually beat him with the buzzsaw kick. Chris come on, Eddie Guerrero. Give him a rod. And Eddie walks out. So Benoit jumps from the low rod to win the rod, and Eddie's not having it. After that matchup, Cena disses Zach Gallen. 4-star matchup between the Japanese buzzsaw Tajiri and Rhino. Great matchup. Zach Allen's going to face Cena in a matchup next. And John Cena is going to win this one with the FU. Since it loads, alright. Cena's going to win with the FU. And then Matt Hardy's going to come out and attack Zack Ryder. This has been a running trend as of late with Matt Hardy anytime that Zach Allen is in action. After that, A-Train confronts SmackDown General Manager Stephanie McMahon. And he tells her, I know you like it rough. Okay, after that, Spanky gets chocolate syrup on Mr. McMahon. And McMahon says, Kendrick, it's a stain on the underwear of life. Oh my god, what a line. Match number 6, we got Brock Lesnar versus Spanky. And Brock just utterly destroys Spanky with a steel chair. Busts him open. And he presses him into the ring post, and Mr. McMahon celebrates. But Brock will take the L here by DQ. So Kendrick's going to get a win over Brock Lesnar. Before match number 7, Sable comes out, and she has the guest ring announcer. This one is a no DQ and a no count out match with A-Train taking on Stephanie McMahon here. Match number 7, the main event of the night. And A-Train, of course, is going to win this one. Taker tries to come out, but Big Show beats him down with a chair. McMahon makes out with he makes out with Sable over top of Stephanie. So A-Train is going to defeat Stephanie McMahon here. And that is basically going to be the end of this SmackDown and the end of this episode of my Universe Mode. Before we go, though, I want to thank you guys, as always, for joining me here in the Bob Cave. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting on all my social media platforms. If you haven't done so already, down below, hey, that's where you're going to find me, the B.O.B. Just search those social media platforms. I want to thank all you community creators, past, present, future, for all of your wonderful creations. Cannot do this without you guys. And as always, I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Stay tuned for more content coming your way live from the Bob Cave. And I'll probably be back at it with another stream tomorrow, guys. Thanks for watching.